Welcome to our show today about rebooting on the road. My name is Joe Cross. You may know me from my movie Fat, Sick and Nearly Dead, or from rebootwithjoe.com. Well, sometimes it seems like I'm always on the move. Whether I'm in Sydney, LA, Toronto, New York, all over America, you name it, I've been there. But the most disruptive thing I find about my travel is that it knocks around my routine. Very hard to work it into my schedule. And not only does that include my working out and trying to fit that in, but it also includes where I eat. You see, finding a healthy, well-balanced meal while you're on the road can be a nightmare. But not anymore, because I'm excited to have Jared Koch here with me in the Reboot studio to share his tips and strategies on maintaining a balance through the airport, through the hotel room, and to the inevitable jet lag. Jared is a nutritional consultant, and he's also the author of this fabulous book. It's called Clean Plates, and this is a guide to the healthiest, tastiest restaurants in Manhattan. And this is just a wealth of information, mate. I use this a lot. Thanks for doing this for me.
My pleasure.
And thanks for being here.
It's great to be here with you.
So, mate, tell me about it. So, I'm your guinea pig, right? I travel a lot. I'm always on the move. Talk me through some tips or give me a hand as to how I can get my routine back in place so that when I land in a city, I don't start stressing out about what I'm going to eat.
Sure. So I think the most important thing is really starting with your mindset. Obviously, it's difficult when you travel, like you said. You just want to be prepared.
Right.
First off, that's the most important thing.
So try to be less stressed.
Less stressed.
Yeah,
Stress is really the worst thing for you. So that means if you know you're going into a city that you're not familiar with, what I do is I just spend maybe 15 minutes to 30 minutes just doing some research online, finding restaurants near where I'm staying that have better quality food. I find that one of the most difficult things is breakfast. So I make sure to bring some breakfast foods with me. You want to have the right mindset. You want to just take a little time, and it doesn't have to be extreme. Just take a little time to be prepared.
Let's say we've got to the airport, we were too busy to be organised, and there's like the standard 5 or 6 chain takeaway places that are there. What do you do when you're in that predicament?
Sure. So the main thing is to stay hydrated. The most important thing, especially if you're flying. And then what you want to do is you just want to make the best options with what's available. For me, that's just finding fruit and vegetables that I could eat. So it's just finding a salad, even if it's maybe not the best quality that I would typically eat. I don't beat myself up. I just find the best options available. I don't believe in being starving because I think that's worse for the body. But you don't need to overconsume the stuff if it's not great for you.
Yeah, I find that with the nuts. You know, even if I forgot to bring them myself. And usually in most airports you can buy nuts somewhere like in the newsstand or whatever.
Exactly.
Okay, so we've landed, we're in the hotel room, now we want to go out for lunch and dinner. What are the sort of things you look for in a restaurant?
I'm looking for places that have organic, locally grown animal foods. You know, I look for places that have a good amount of vegetable options. I'm not necessarily an advocate of being a vegan, but I'm an advocate of having a vegetable-centric diet or a plant-based diet. No matter what you're eating, if you give your body the nutrients, it'll deal with things that maybe aren't as healthy for the body. So I just look for places that have vegetarian options, vegetable options, and a lot of times you could just kind of combine sides.
It's actually focusing on the sides maybe.
Sometimes like an appetizer, side, salads, if you kind of look between those 3 categories, you could oftentimes put together a meal.
Thanks for dropping by the Reboot Studios today, Joe. Fantastic. We'll be back after this. Okay, so this is our take on a creamsicle. We all know how important hydration is, and particularly when you're traveling. I mean, I know I do an enormous amount of travel, and I often mistake being hungry for actually being dehydrated. In fact, that's a big thing, big tip. So next time you feel like hungry, get some water into you, or coconut water, or try this juice. So what we're going to do today is we're going to make an orange juice, freshly pressed, and we're going to add coconut water. I brought along the Breville Citrus Press. This is an amazing machine. I love it. What we're going to do is we're going to put our orange, our half orange on top, make sure it's on the top there, and then we press down. Very simple. Kids can do this. It's a lot of fun. Hold down the press, not too much pressure, you don't need to. And once the juice is sort of dropped and you reckon you've got the maximum use out of that half orange, switch over and try another one. There's a nice little point on top which gives you a reference to middle it up. And out comes beautiful 100% orange juice, which we all know is full of vitamin C. I think it's probably only going to need 1.5 oranges to get to sort of half my glass where I want to get to. I want to sort of do 1 part fresh orange juice and 1 part coconut water. And we all know coconut water, nature's Gatorade, available all over the world. You can get it fresh, or you can get it in the bottle. It's all the craze, all the rave, everyone's into the coconut water, and I am too. All right, so Another little feature I want to show, which I love this, because if you do as much juicing as I do, you all know what do you do about that little bit dripping when it sort of falls. What you can do with this one is you just clip the spurt and it clicks up and holds, and you don't make a mess on the kitchen bench. Okay, so now we've got our half glass of fresh orange juice. We're going to pour in, just add in the coconut water, and voila, you've got the juice that will keep you hydrated, good for travel, and just good all around, basically. Taste test. Ah, love that one. All right, juice on. I'm here with Dominic Savino. He's a yoga instructor from Yoga Vita, and not only is he a yoga instructor, he is a flight attendant. So we're here in the Reboot Yoga Studio. Do you like our studio, Diggs?
I actually do. It's quite beautiful.
It's not bad, is it, Dominic?
Pretty good.
Okay, mate. Tell me about what you think is so important about yoga. Why is yoga work for you?
It's just so amazing to connect your breath with the movement and really just letting go, stilling the mind, just letting go of the day, letting go of the flight, and just really coming back and stretching and letting go.
Right. So you're going to show me a move.
Yeah, cool.
Let's do it. And let's see if you're going to walk me through it afterwards. I'm going to take a look at you doing this.
Sure.
I'm a little bit nervous because I'm not a big yoga man. I've only done a couple of classes. Now, you keep going. You'll be all right.
Don't be nervous.
I won't be nervous.
Don't be nervous at all.
Right. While you're doing this, do you eat the aeroplane food, mate?
Of course I do, man. I look forward to it.
Really?
Of course.
Geez, that's a surprise. Someone looking to fit as healthy as you. Okay, that looks like I can achieve that. This is called the downward dog, right?
That is correct.
Yeah,
Down dog, head is down.
I've learnt that in my travels. Okay. I think this is achievable. I think this is something that I can do.
Of course you can, man. You can do anything. No such thing as can't.
Yeah, right. And how long have you been doing yoga for?
Approximately like 15 years.
Wow. I can see you've done it before. A lot of flexibility. And then that looks like a good stretch.
It's the best, man. Twisting out your spine, it's just letting go.
All right,
That's
cool.
it. You think you can do it?
Oh, I think I can. Let's go.
I'm here to help you, my friend.
All right, appreciate it.
So come down to your hands and knees.
Right up.
Hands with shoulders, knees with hips. And as you inhale, just arch.
Arch.
Drop, other way. There you go. Gaze up.
Head up, head down.
Head up. Open up the chest and then press into the hands. Chin to your chest, round. Think of a cat. Do that again. Inhale, arch. Exhale, round. Very good. Just do that one more time. Nice. Release. Come to a neutral spine. Now for the downward dog pose, your favorite.
Yep.
Tuck your toes. You want heels in line with hips, pressing into your fingers, and just drop your head. It's really important to have your head lower than your heart. And just breathe. Connecting to the breath. Nice. Again.
How important is the breathing when you're doing the yoga?
It's the most important thing. You really want the breath to be with your movement. Drop your shoulders out of your ears. Very nice. Take a big breath in. Breath out. Let it go. Nice. Now come to a plank pose with shoulders over your wrist. And just let go. Come all the way down to the mat. Once you're down, bring your legs together, point your toes. Do your best to have hands in line with your elbows and just lift the chest up. Press into the palms. Press into the tops of the feet. Shoulders back. Protect your cervical spine, so just drop your chin just a bit. Other way. Nice. Breathe in. Breathe out. Nice. Release. Come all the way down to the mat. There you go. Interlace your fingers behind your back, preparing for cobra pose. Do your best. Remember, palms together. Lift the shoulders, lift your head, lift your chest. Inner thighs together, point your toes, lift up. Come to the breath. You breathing?
I'm trying to.
Breathe in and breathe out. Nice. Release. Come on down.
All right.
There you go. Release your hands.
I felt the chest open up
You
there.
felt? Did you hear anything crack?
No.
Good. Cross your ankles and come to sit down. So press into the hands, bring your seat over the feet. Just twist out that long flight. We'll do this one together. I like twisting the best. So bring feet together, knees together. Right forearm around the shin, left palm close to the seat as you can. Press into the left palm, long spine as you sit up.
And look where?
Look towards the back of the beautiful yoga studio.
Okay.
And twist it out. Do it together. Breathe in. And breathe out. Let it go. Very nice.
Well, Dominic, this has been fantastic, mate.
Oh, the pleasure's all mine,
I've
man.
enjoyed this. Thanks for dropping by the Reboot Yoga Studio. And for more tips on how to reboot while traveling, you can tell I'm out of breath. This yoga is just not for sitting around and smiling, is it? Or breathing. So for more tips about rebooting on the move, hang around. We've got some more. That was cool, mate.
Namaste,
Appreciate it,
man.
Good
Namaste.
on you. Well, I hope you enjoyed today's show about rebooting on the road. As always, we finish off our show with our top 5. And today's top 5 is the top 5 veggies and fruit that will keep you hydrated. Now, we all know that being hydrated is important, but did you know that the latest research is saying that when we feel hungry, a lot of the time it's because we are not hydrated. So we actually confuse that sort of message about hunger and thirst. So next time, try and drink some water and see what happens. Or you can choose these fruit and veggies to keep you hydrated. Coming out of the gate with number 1 is celery. Celery's electrolyte content will help replenish sodium levels after an intense workout. Good one to know. Broccoli. Broccoli has about 90% water content. Did you know that? I didn't. The most of any magnesium-rich green out there. While supplying your body with water, it will also regulate blood pressure and provide a bounty of nutrients and minerals. Tomatoes, depending on how you want to say them, they're juicy and they've got plenty of lycopene. They're loaded all up in there and they're made up of between 90 and 95% water. And of course, watermelon, as the name would suggest, watermelon is a reservoir of H2O. Sweet and low calorie, it makes a great snack and addition to any juice. Cantaloupe, otherwise known in some parts of the world as rock melon, is a water-dense food and is a significant source of potassium, which encourages carbohydrate metabolism and stabilizes blood sugar. So there you have it. For more information about this and lots of other recipes and tips, go to rebootwithjoe.com. But for now, it's Joe Cross signing out from the Reboot Kitchen with a big juice on.